What's up, everyone? I am so glad that you tuned in to the second free training. Today, we're going to be talking about what you need to get started with monetizing Canva. But before we get into the good stuff, I actually want to do a quick recap with you guys on what we talked about in the first free training. We talked about how Canva can change your life, right? So how do we know? How do I know? I've seen it with my own eyes. We talked about Imani, how she utilized what she learned in that so Canva to actually gain social media clients to generate additional income for her business. We then went on to talk about Armani. She learned how to launch her site. The tips that she learned in that so Canva, she used and made 4 figures. She created her promo, her website, her ads, everything in Canva and made $8,000 in less than an hour. Just imagine making $8,000 in less than an hour. It's crazy, right? When she sent it to me, I thought it was fake, okay? And then we went on to talk about 3 ways that you can actually monetize Canva: digital products. You can be a template creator. You can be a social media manager. These are 3 low cost and effective ways that you can start today with creating additional income for whatever you need, bringing it in a month, however much you want, whether that's 3 figures, 4 figures, 5 figures, it's there for your taking, okay? So you can easily make this money if you apply what I'm telling you in this free training or in this series, okay? Now, I know you're wondering again, why should I listen to you? Is this just another BS training? No, I'm here giving you this information because I first applied it to my life and seen what it has done for my life, and Canva has worked wonders. Canva is my bestie. We is like this, okay? We're like this. I'm going to always stick beside Canva because when I was in a dark place, when I really was confused and didn't know which direction, Canva was here for me, all right? So before Canva, my life consisted of a lot of stress, constant negative bank accounts. It was depressing. I was struggling to pay my bills. I didn't have a steady source of income because, one, I was unhappy with my jobs, so I was always quitting them. I was depressed because I couldn't take trips with my friends. So it was just a very, very it was just not a good situation, all right? But let's fast forward to now. I've taught thousands of entrepreneurs how to unleash their dream brands by leveraging Canva, while also myself seeing consistent 4 and 5 figure months leveraging Canva as well. So it works not only for me, but for my students as well, and those that I have taught as well. I've included screenshots of my last 90 days. The first screenshot, as you can see, is from my digital product, That's So Canva. It's a webinar I did in 2021 that I still make money from. I've made 4 figures from a digital product that I really don't even promote anymore, okay? And then the bottom screenshot is my total sales that I've made in the last 90 days from Canva alone. So that's not counting any of the other projects or things that I've done. So as you can see, I've made 5 figures in the last 90 days just from Canva. So Canva can make a huge impact in your life if you learn to leverage it correctly, all right? So now we're going to get into what you actually need to start generating sales, because it's not enough to just know what to do. There's certain steps now that you need to implement in order to actually start seeing consistent sales. There's 3 things that you need in order to start seeing these results. And that's number 1, you need to establish yourself as an expert, okay? Number 2, you need to build a community. And then number 3 is you need to have proper systems in place in order to be able to handle all of that revenue and all of the orders that are coming in so that your customer experience is a good customer experience, all right? So when you're establishing yourself as an expert, before you can expect people to purchase from you guys, they need to know you actually know what you're talking about. Okay, think about it. Before you make a purchase from someone, you're like, okay, you're vetting them out. What is she offering? What is she actually putting on here? What information is she providing that I can benefit from or learn something from before you make a purchase? It's the same thing with you. Therefore, you need to establish your expertise. You can do this through providing value that works. Number two, being consistent in your messaging and your offer. If you're always talking about the same things and you're always offering the same type of things, you're not switching up what you're offering every different day or week. One day you're a social media manager, one day you're selling clothes, you're a boutique, one day you're a graphic designer. No, if you're showing up doing the same thing, offering the same thing, promising the same thing, people are going to start to trust you. They're going to start actually believing that you're about what you're saying you're about, because one, you're providing value and you're doing it and you're showing up consistently. And then number three, providing social proof. Showing people that other people have actually benefited from your product or service is always a great way to gain sales or for people to gain trust for you. Because think about it, you're not going to go shop at a store where you see no one buys clothes from. You're going to go to the store where you see there's a bunch of people in there, right? Or for example, a restaurant. If you had to choose a restaurant, you're going to choose the one that you see more cars at than the one that has one car in the parking lot, okay? So social proof is always a great thing to have. Number two, building a community. Building a community is very important. This allows you to save time, guys, and save your precious information by speaking to those who directly relate to you and who are genuinely, interested in what you have to provide. All right. So you don't want to just be offering all of this stuff and just feeling drained because no one is interacting with it. No, start a community, attract people who like the same things that you like or in the same industry as you, or something that you can provide to them, or just a safe place for you guys to network, learn, and grow. People love to invest and support in things they feel a part of. One thing that I suggest is you can utilize Facebook to start you a free community, or you can use Telegram to start you a free chat community. That way you have a direct link or direct access to people who like the same things as you, a way that you can actually target these people. Okay, and see what they're about. This is a great way to actually gain insight on your target audience as well. What do they like? How do they shop? What are the things, what type of businesses do they own? And what faction? Okay, so building a community. This is a screenshot that I have provided of my community. It is called Design Like Me Canva Community, and it has currently 668 members and it's growing daily. This is where entrepreneurs can network, learn, and grow. And this is also, I know that every entrepreneur, every person that's inside of this free community, which you guys are welcome to join, are interested in Canva. They're interested in what I have to say about Canva, or the things that I'm going to be talking about concerning Canva. This allows me to speak directly to my audience without having to wonder if they're interested or if my messaging is actually getting across to them. Okay. And then last, systems that you need systems to operate your business. Okay, you don't want to be saying, oh, okay, you can just DM me this and then cash out me that. No, you want it to be a seamless process, so that way they return and they refer people as well. So in order to have an enjoyable and easy shopping experience, you want to make sure you have some of these systems in place, a way to securely accept payments. Stop the cash app, stop the extra outside directing. If they can do everything in one WAP, in one place, it's going to make it way easier, because the more hassle that people have to go through, generally they might tend to give up on it. Okay, so you also need a way to communicate with your customers, a way that you can offer value, and the way that you can let them know what you have coming in store. You need a way to deliver your product effectively and efficiently. Again, you want to make the experience as easy and enjoyable as possible. All right. So here are some of the systems that I currently use. I use Shopify to house and deliver my products. I use Shopify and PayPal to securely accept payments, so that way they don't have to worry about if they're being scammed or this or that or all of the extra. I use Klaviyo as my email marketing platform to be able to communicate and deliver value to my customers and my audience, my prospective customers. This is how I'm able to continuously communicate with them, let them know what I have going on. All right. Canva, of course, this is how I create my products and the things that I offer. This is what I do for how I make my products for my clients and offer services for my clients, and also make marketing materials for my business. All right. So these are the main platforms that I utilize in conjunction with Canva to generate the income that I do every single month. All right. So I know you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, it works for you, but can it work for me? And the answer is absolutely. If I can do it, y'all, you can do it too. I had zero design experience. Okay. And let me tell you, it was a journey. You just have to be willing to put in the work, and you have to see the end goal. Where do you want to be? How can you utilize this platform to save money? All right. And then you may also be thinking, well, okay, it seems like everybody else is doing Canva. So what? So what? We have went over 3 ways that you can get into that Canva bag. The world is so big, and there are new businesses in need of Canva every day. There are probably people down the street, around the corner, in your hometown that need the services that we talked about in the previous training. All right. And then you don't have to be the best, you guys. Again, I started with 0 experience. You just have to start, and you just have to be dedicated to the end goal. Whatever your end goal is, wherever you want to be, however much money you think you need to change your life or start changing some things in your situation, just start and grow. That's a part of the consistency. That's part of the trust that people are going to gain once they see that, okay, I can actually see where she started and where she is now. All right. And then you just really need to buckle down again, and just be willing to learn, willing to put in that work. If you can do that, the money will start flowing in.